Yes, I finally played 100 matches with the Splatana. And if you don't believe me, I've won 72 times with this weapon. And because I'm not Pro Chara, I don't win all my matches. But the point is that I'm pretty good with this weapon. And I can now impart to you everything I know about the Splatana and how to use this to completely dominate anyone you play against. What's that? After show credentials? Oh, okay. Hey buddy, roll the tape. The Splatana is one of the newest weapons that they've added in Splatoon 3, the other one being the Tri-Stringer weapon class, except this weapon is more focused on splatting rather than painting. Do not think that because it paints poorly, it can't paint at all. This is a very common misconception that I hear, and it's important to differentiate it because a lot of people simply won't try and paint because they think it can't paint. It can, it's just not its forte. It's like saying your penny, which is used for monetary value, can't also function as a screwdriver. I've actually done this before. So knowing that, if you have to, the Stamper can paint alongside its killing power, so you can use the weapon to the best of its ability. You might be wondering why I'm not using the Splatana Wiper, because it has similar attributes to the Stamper and it paints better. Here's why. Okay, welcome everyone. So as you know, we are making a new Splatoon game. Nintendo board meeting, right? So, it cannot be a copy and paste like Splatoon 2 and Splatoon 1 were, okay? We're gonna get canceled on Twitter. We need a new concept. Okay, so how about we introduce a new melee weapon? It was like a sword or like a type of ninja katana. Yeah, katana, that would be cool. I like you. Just what I was thinking. So, how can we make this weapon bad now? That's the next question. What do you mean by bad? I'm tired of purposely giving bad kits to weapons.
You really thought you had a choice. You work for me. This is my company.
Wait, no, sir. Wait, no, sir, I'm sorry.
You have violated your free will contract. You will no longer work for here. It was never about the player. Farewell. What about you? Are you gonna make the kit bad?
Yeah.
Good boy. Let's begin.
To become the very best, and only, Splatana user, you'll need to know its combos. Starting off with the Charge Slash, this will do a huge 70 damage, and the normal slashes will be doing 35. Since people only have 100 health, one fully charged slash and a normal slash is enough to kill anyone. 3 slashes are also going to kill someone, and 2 charged slashes will also kill. When playing the Splatana Stamper, it's very important to know when to use your vertical charged slashes, because these will one-shot players when you're right next to them. And the sound design, the person on the sound design needs a raise every single time. Every time, without fail, when I hit a one-shot, I feel like having a Dark Souls 1 getting hit moment. Like, I feel like I'm on the top of the world, and then I immediately get shut down by a 96 gal. So using your vertical slash into your normal slash combo when people are mid-range to get the kills, and those nice one-taps when they're right next to you is pretty much the best way that I've used the Stamper. Your blade is long, like low-key Sephiroth, man. Like, you'll surprise yourself with your vertical slashes and what will connect into a one-shot, so do some testing in the lab and see how far it connects, because it is actually deceptively long. You'll be pleasantly surprised most of the time. And it actually gets better. The Burst Bomb, its sub-weapon, is great for comboing as well. Not only is it helpful with movement and helps you chase foes like I chased the bag, but it also helps you to combo into your vertical slash. It's very helpful, you should use it a lot. Hi everyone, welcome to my masterclass. No, I'm not the Nintendo board director from earlier. You don't have to mind this. Anyway, I'm going to be telling you guys how you're going to want to play the Splatana Stamper. What you looking crazy for? You ever seen a person reference a parrot to Splatoon? Well, I'm going to be that first person. So imagine, right? There's this big, beautiful parrot, right? and the parrot has certain parts to it. It has its feet, its wings, its beak, and its eyes, right? And together they're connected and it makes up the body. Imagine this as a certain role you have to fill on a team, right? The feet are the grounding. It's the placement that the parrot uses. Without the feet, the whole parrot would be nothing because it can't walk around. That's going to be your backline. That's going to be weapons like the jet squelcher, miniguns, etc. Okay, so if you look at the beak now, that's the attacking point. Those are the frontline weapons, etc. What the stamper is to the parrot is its wings. The wings on the parrot is what helps it move around in wildlife. It helps it to steer and maneuver, helps it to get around places. That's pretty much what you're doing for your team when you're playing this weapon. You help steer your team, which is the parrot, into the direction that it needs to go to win. So you being the wings, a majority of your time is going to be spent on the enemy lines trying to get picks, either by going in from behind or flanking to get kills. This weapon, I'm not gonna lie, in a lot of instances will lose interactions if you're playing against a frontline weapon like a splatter shot. If you're in the position where you're not close enough to one-shot them, or not at a distance where you can outrange them, do yourself a favor and pack yourself up, because if you are in that position, you are not being a good stamper for your team. People will screenshot your name and post you on Reddit and complain about how you're not being a good team member. I am people. Strategy. What could it mean by strategy? This guy just talked about how to play the weapon. What else could I learn? Alright, sit down, because I'm about to tell you some strategies. Number one strategy, super jumping is easier with the stamper because you have the liberty of one-shotting the person who's trying to camp you. See, look at this poor roller. He really thought he was all that, and then I told him that he was a munch, so he died. So use that to your advantage. You can dead surprise people just because of how quickly you actually are able to kill them. Strategy number two, okay? Always find yourself in a place where you can be attacking at an angle. The Splatana, again, like I talked about, is not really a frontline weapon too much. It can do it, but do you see how in this gameplay I'm flanking and going over to the left to get an angle at middle? So people who are at middle, they'll be getting hit by two different angles. The people at the front, my frontliners, and then me on the side. So that way we're attacking at two different angles, their attention is divided, and when I'm able to get this pick on this person, we are able to push in more and able to control the zone. So try and avoid being in places where you're not supposed to be, because I will be a very upset teammate, and I'm sure other people will be as well. So don't be like me in this example.
Oh my god, bro.
Oh, hell no, man. What the fuck, man?
Oh, look at him joke!
And for my third and probably best strategy is you always want to be moving with this weapon. My main game plan with the Splatana is that I'm always looking for an angle. For example, I noticed that the Rainmaker is going on the left side, and because I knew that my three teammates were there, I was going to head to the right side instead, to take care of the person going to back him up. Because I knew 3 was better against 1, I just figured that they're going to take care of him, and they did, luckily. So I took care of the Octobrush and the Rainmaker died, while the other 2 teammates were still respawning, so it left us in a really good position. So it's stuff like this where you just want to keep moving, just be on the move, always looking for angles, always changing up where you're attacking from, while at the same time not making dumb pushes. Don't be that guy who uses Zipcaster, presses the R button, goes straight into the enemy line, and just dies. That's not helpful. See, look at you mastering the Splatana, acting like you didn't know how to use it. How do you feel? I'm extremely happy. I finally have what it takes to improve my KD. In fact, I'm gonna go use it right now. No, wait, don't do that. That's the middle school. No, I'm fragging. I'm insane. Ooh, Bink, dummy, look at you. Where are you going? Please Zipcast responsibly, everyone. I'm not leaving here till everyone is dead.